Okay, I'm going to show you the entire process on how to install the Dark Cloud Enhanced mod from start to finish. Crude as all hell. I imagine you can use any version of PCSX2, but we're going to use 1.6.0. I have a dumb reason why that is. In the future, I'll show you if it's possible with, I can confirm if it's good with version 2.4.0. I don't use 2.4.0. My dumb reason why I'm doing hardcore achievements. And for me to do hardcore achievements, I have to give up on cheats. So, to do this mod, you will be using cheats. And if I just can't do it. So I'm using 1.6.0 for the example. Alright, I'll put a timestamp maybe to skip that whole spiel, whatever. Anyway, here's 1.6.0. Hit download. Once you have it downloaded, you should have it right here in your downloads folder. It's Windows 32-bit installer, exe. That's what I have. Take it to your main disk, C typically. I like to go ahead and just make a PS2 folder for all my PS2 stuff. We'll use this one as an example. I also like to make a PS2 games folder. It was in the PS2 console folder. We'll just call it PS2 games. Take your installer there. Install it. Portable installation. You'll want all your files nicely in here. You'll probably want a desktop shortcut. I don't because I already have one. Browse this PC. Remember, typically your C drive. Let's go to your PS2. Example PS2 for us. And we will hit install. It's fast as all hell. Just run it. We're good with the system defaults. The default settings are good. You're going to need a BIOS. I can't tell you how to acquire the BIOS. I can't tell you how to acquire the game. But I can show you some cool little things. Alright? There's this website called Vim, which I'll provide. It can give you the box art, which is pretty cool. You just hit save as, and you put that in your downloads folder. I named it Dark Cloud. They got the manual, which is pretty cool. You can read the game's manual. You can even download the game's manual. I can't tell you how to download the game though. I can't tell you where to acquire the game. But I could show you where you acquire the box art, I'm sure, in the manual. But I can't tell you where the game's at. I can't tell you where to get this BIOS that you're going to need. I simply can't tell you that. Same way I can't just Google this stuff. Like, how do you get it? I don't know. I can't tell you how to get it. But once you've figured out how to get your game and your BIOS, we can continue. So once you have your BIOS, go ahead and crack open your console piece, your PCS 1.6.0, which is here now. And let's just go ahead and drop it into the folder called BIOS. And refresh the list. There it is. Now we have our PS2. Next up, we need our game. I just like to have mine zipped up because I'm a weirdo. Let's extract it all. Just give that a minute to extract. PS2 games. Vim's Lair. I don't know what that is doing in there. I'll delete the zip folder now though. And drag it to the games folder. So now I got my PS2 game Dark Cloud. And I have my console. All in our example PS2. We don't need the installer no more. And we don't need this folder no more. And here's the manual and the game cover. I like to just go ahead and drop those into the game as well. There we go. Now that we got all Dark Cloud in one folder. Finally, we're going to need the enhanced mod. That's the whole meat and potatoes of the video. To get the enhanced mod, I will give you a link to this website. You will click this. It will download so quick you won't even have a minute to think. Once it's downloaded, we will extract it all. And I like to take the Dark Cloud Enhanced mod and dump that into the games folder, because I consider it a game. Next up, let's open it into a new window. Let's go to our console, and let's go to cheats. Make sure we're in the Dark Cloud Enhanced mod folder. You will see the panache, which is basically a cheats. You dump them into the cheats. Now we're almost done. All that's left, I'd say, is just go to video configuration. If you're using this, make sure you're using your graphics card. 3DL, I guess. Vulkan on the later ones, I'd say. I like to upscale to 4K. I mean 2K. And make sure you enable cheats, because after all, we just dumped the cheat folder in there. You need the cheats enabled. Make sure you enable cheats. On whatever version you use, make sure you enable cheats. And let's go ahead and just pick our game. There it is, right? Open it. And we'll boot the ISO. I like to boot it fast. Now it's not enough to have the game and everything we just did. The real magic is in the EXE Dark Cloud Enhanced mod. You double click that and Windows will try to protect you from nothingness. We know what we're doing. Run it anyway. Now we can pretty much just have these 4 things on screen. It already recognizes you it being in the main menu. Just go to options. You can activate the graphical improvements that they give you on versions below 1.7. That's why I think anything over 1.7 will work. I haven't tried. Well, I use a version 1.7. Increase your FOV. Disable low weapon sounds, which is pretty cool, so you don't have to hear the constant beeping. These are all optionals. Disable the battle music. It does get old. I wouldn't mute all the music. I like the music. And disable character attack sounds. Anyway, to get a quick show off of the mod, or topping it off, I'm using version 1.7 point whatever. Once again, saying that you could use probably any version. You see that it says mysterious enemy lurks around, be careful. You can see that the weapon is not beeping anymore, even though it's about to break. It could be a double-edged sword maybe, but it's good not hearing that all the time if you are someone who pays attention. There's no more attacking sounds, and honestly, it sounds so much cooler this way. Of course, using the one room I didn't check. I want several rooms I didn't check. Oh, well, there you go. And they probably mess you up. But if you did beat them, you'd get a gem or a weapon. Maybe. I'm sure there's plenty of other cool things to discover on your own. One of the cooler things I'd say is being able to move around as an ally in the village. Being able to move around as a cat is pretty cool, trust me. And they all have their own dialogue options. I mean, the NPCs will have dialogues with your characters. They're pretty cool dialogue. And these things you can really change in game as you play. You don't have to worry about bugging anything out. Guess that's all I have to really say. I've installed it, showed a bit of it. It's up to y'all now. If y'all appreciate the video or if it's helped you, like, subscribe, and check out my Twitch. Really, the true heroes of this video and this mod is the community of Dark Cloud. World of Winds here. These people that made this amazing enhanced mod. It's worth trying, trust me. Anyway, see ya.